Coming up, Iowa women's basketball team looks to make the Sweet 16. And later, a former president is expected to get arrested?
Hawkeye wrestlers take home bittersweet second-place title.
Spring break may be over, but the spring season is finally here.
This is DITV News, and we are back from break now at 8:30. Good morning, and thank you for tuning in live to DITV UKRAINIAN 89.7 FM. I'm Johnny Valtman. And now that we are back from spring break, we have a lot to catch up on, especially in terms of Hawkeye sports and Iowa women's basketball. The second-seeded Hawks got to host the first two rounds of March Madness for the NCAA championships here in Iowa City. After a blowout win against Southeastern Louisiana, 95-43, they played again yesterday with a chance to make the Sweet 16. DITV sports reporter David Consuelos and myself were at the game and have this from yesterday's game.
After cruising past the Southeastern Louisiana Lions, the Iowa Hawkeyes returned to Carver Hawkeye Arena for the second round of the national tournament.
That's right, David, and with the Sweet 16 berth on the line, the Hawkeyes had to go through the 10th-seeded Georgia Bulldogs.
After dropping 95 in their first game, the Hawkeyes went up against a stout Bulldogs defense, which has held opponents to 53 points a game. Georgia forced 17 Iowa turnovers and out-rebounded Iowa 42-29, along with holding Iowa to a below-average 45% from the field. The Hawkeyes were also without key bench players such as Hannah Stolke, who injured her ankle in practice, and an early game injury to Molly Davis.
However, the Hawkeyes held strong as 4 of their 5 starters scored in the double digits. Iowa pulled away in the last 2 minutes of the game, winning 74-66 over the Georgia Bulldogs. The win redeems the Hawks' second-round exit last year as they head to the Sweet 16. The Iowa Hawkeyes will travel to Seattle to take on the winner between the number 6-ranked Colorado Bisons and the number 3-ranked Duke Blue Devils.
From Carver Hawkeye Arena, Johnny Valtman,
David Consuelos, DITV Sports.
And we will check back in with AJ in a bit more for more on Hawkeye sports. But for now, an annual 5K at the university is closing sign-up soon. DITV News Director Ashley Weil is live outside the UI Medical Education Research Facility with more.
Thanks, Johnny. That's right. The UI Doc Dash 5K, hosted by the UI College of Carver College of Medicine, will start here at the Medical Education Research Facility, or MRF, as it is commonly termed. The race will be April 15th, but registration for the event closes this Friday.
But it's just nice to engage the Iowa City community in something fun but healthy, because we put all of this money towards free medical care access in Iowa City, and to the cherry on top is, while we're doing it, we're also encouraging people in Iowa City and Coralville to get out and do something good for their body.
The event supports the UI Mobile Clinic and Iowa City Free Medical and Dental Clinic.
A lot of our resources go toward the mobile clinic, towards making sure they have the proper equipment for lab work, for vaccinations, and just for general medical tools.
The 5K encourages runners, walkers, and adaptive athletes to participate, as well as young children in the Dockling Dash.
We are emphasizing trying to expand the adaptive division specifically this year. We have gained more people on our leadership team to kind of promote the adaptive division amongst not just the Iowa City area, but all around Iowa. We're having a few speakers come and talk about, adaptive athletes.
You can sign up through uidocdash.com. Back to you, Johnny.
Thank you, Ashley. And the Population Health Institute from the University of Wisconsin has ranked Johnson County as the 6th healthiest county out of 99 in Iowa, higher than Scott, Linn, and Polk counties. This is a significant improvement from being in 25th place 3 years ago. This is said to be due to Iowa City being better equipped compared to other counties in handling the COVID-19 pandemic, as well as an increase in memberships for the UI campus and recreation center. Now that students are back, let's send it back out to you, Ashley, to give us the weather forecast for this upcoming week in Iowa City.
Thanks, Johnny, again. This week is looking like it should be pretty nice finally, as today is the first official day of spring. Today it is still pretty cold this morning. It's currently about 28 degrees out right now, but out here in front of the medical research facility, it's pretty cold. But today will be partly cloudy with a high of 53 and a low of 36 tonight. So that's pretty nice. It looks to be pretty cloudy throughout the night as well, though. Before tomorrow, we will have some light rain and a high of 48 and a low of 39 that evening. The rest of the week also looks to bring some more showers and cloudy skies, but temperatures will stay around the 50s. Wednesday is the warmest day coming up with a prospected high of 58, and Friday will be the chilliest with a high of 47. It doesn't look like we should get any snow showers this week, which I am very thankful for, and I'm just hoping it warms up soon because I am ready to bundle up and get back inside. Back to you, Johnny.
Thanks, Ashley, and while it did snow over break, I didn't mind. It was announced by former President Donald Trump that he expects to be arrested as early as tomorrow. The charges expected to be brought against him involve a series of hush money allegations in which Trump paid women who claimed to have past sexual encounters with him to refrain from going public with the information. Mike Pence, who served as vice president during Trump's presidency, spoke out against the anticipated arrest while in Des Moines this past Saturday.
The idea of indicting a former president of the United States is deeply troubling to me, as it is to tens of millions of Americans, and particularly happening in what appears to be a politically charged environment in New York, where the Attorney General and other elected officials literally campaigned on a pledge to prosecute the former president.
Though Trump has urged his supporters to firmly protest the potential arrest, Pence has called for all protesting to be peaceful and refrain from any violence. In spite of the war raging on in Ukraine, this researcher continues his work. Vladimir Viktov is a researcher working with the University of Iowa through Economists for Ukraine. His research focuses on why people may be reluctant to evacuate. This research was conducted through a questionnaire sent out following Russia's invasion of Ukraine, asking if participants had an evacuation plan, concerns about evacuation, a mode of transportation, assistance in evacuation, and kids or elders to worry about. Viktov said, quote, "People didn't want to evacuate, so I thought this was a behavioral problem." He went on to say that access to housing, transportation, and information during an evacuation helps to decrease uncertainty for people. A University of Iowa play is now available to watch online. Braided Sorrow is a play written by Marissa Trevina Orda, a University of Iowa alumni. This play tells the story of a young woman named Alma who takes a factory job in order to provide for her family and learns the dangers of the city along the way.
She's visited by a supernatural, mythic individual who sets her on a mission. And the mission that she is set forth to accomplish is to really send a message that justice needs to be served to the missing and murdered women in Juarez.
Following this show's sold-out run back in February, a recording of the performance was made available on the theater department's website. This recording will be available until April 19th. Now it's time to send it back to AJ for all additional things in Hawkeye sports.
Thanks again, Johnny. The Iowa wrestling squad competed in the national championships over spring break and boasted many All-Americans, as well as a bittersweet second-place finish.
The cliche, easy thing to say is he's got to move on. It's hard. This is really hard, but you still got to move on. And it seems cruel to say that because the magnitude of it, the magnitude is high. Real woods, got to win. Did it for Spencer. And we won 6 matches in a row on the backside. Did it for Spencer. And sometimes it's easy to fold up your tent when your leader goes down, but these guys are principled. Awesome. Doesn't take the sting away though. We had 6 All-Americans. So it's not sucking your thumb, walking out of here.
Went through a lot this year, had a lot of deep talks within myself and within my coaches, and I came here to win a national title. I fully believed I could have won the national title. It just didn't happen. I think I've been a contender every single year, and when you don't win a national title, that's all you can ask for.
I have that positivity from the coaches, and you learn to move on, right, and shut things out. And I'm fine. I got this, right? Little gut check, you know. That's the best part of overcoming injuries and hardships is that now I get to feel a little bit better about a 5th place finish, even though I'm probably don't feel very good about it, you know. I want to be at the top of that stand.
After Spencer Lee's loss to Matt Ramos in the semifinal round, he took a medical forfeit to take 6th place in his final championship as a Hawkeye. The Iowa gymnastics team took the floor at the Big Ten Championship and finished 4th in Session 2 and 8th overall. Senior Jerquavia Henderson shared the Big Ten Championship floor, scoring a 9.95 to earn her 2nd Big Ten floor champion title. Another Hawkeye, Adeline Kenlin, was the runner-up after scoring 9.95 on the beam. The Hawkeyes are not done yet as the NCAA selection show takes place today, where 36 teams will be announced to compete in regionals. And on Thursday, the Iowa men's basketball team season was on the line when they took on the Auburn Tigers in Birmingham. The madness got to Iowa as their offense was stale for most of the first half. Even when the Hawkeyes found themselves in a 20-point hole in the second half, Iowa fought back, led by Peyton Sanford's 21 points to trim the lead. But the Tigers sunk 11 of their 12 free throws in the final minutes to secure an Auburn win 83-75. Iowa's loss continues a trend that Hawkeye fans don't like, as this is the 2nd season in a row where the Hawkeyes were bounced from the first round. And the Hawkeye baseball team took the field yesterday for a home doubleheader against the South Dakota State Jackrabbits. Game 1 saw the Hawkeyes squash the Rabbits with ease, winning 12-2 behind left fielder Sam Peterson's 4 RBIs and pitcher Jared Simpson's 10 strikeouts. Game 2 saw Iowa fall behind early, trailing 3-1 heading into the 3rd inning, but a Keaton Anthony double and a wild pitch helped the Hawkeyes tie the game. In the 5th, third baseman Raider Tello launched a 2-run home run, and the Hawks would hold on to the lead, winning 5-3. Iowa stays at home when they take on the Grandview Vikings on Tuesday. Make sure to come back for all updates on Hawkeye sports. Now let's check in with Ashley on the weather.
Thanks, AJ. I'm pretty chilly out right now, but the sun should be coming out more later as we will get into the 50s, as today is the first official day of spring, that is, at least for us in the Northern Hemisphere. This is due to the spring equinox, which means that the hours in the day have been increasing since the winter solstice in December, which is the shortest day of sunlight in the year. So we should be getting some more sunlight as the days get warmer and we get more into spring. This, however, does not necessarily mean that we will be completely getting warmer right away, but the temps are looking up for us here in Iowa City, as this week looks to bring some partly cloudy skies and highs around the 50s. For me personally, I am very excited about, as I much prefer that over the winter days we had earlier this semester. Back to you, Johnny.
Thanks, Ashley, even though I didn't understand half the words you just said. This past weekend, Taylor Swift began her 52-show Eras Tour, starting off with 2 nights in Glendale, Arizona at State Farm Stadium. The pop star roused the stadium-filled crowd with a mix of old classics and new favorites, leaving everyone shaking the excitement off the whole way home. Her next stop is in Las Vegas at the Allegiant Stadium. Thank you for tuning in to DITV News and listening to KRUI 89.7 FM. Be sure to head over to thedailyiowan.com for all your latest news between Monday and Friday. And check out more of our content on dailyiowan.com/DITV. For DITV News, I'm Johnny Valtman. Have a great first day back from break.